All right, everyone. Hey, this is Nichel MOLIAE. I want to go ahead and touch on the event. Currently, it's going to be later tonight where I'm celebrating me releasing my first album, When Love Was Divine. With that, I am giving away one free NFT that I created. I created the art, and basically you can mint that on the blockchain. So let's go ahead and get into it. You also will be able to purchase my album in 3 levels. With those levels, you do have access to get one of the songs or the album cover. As for NFT, the platinum level, you get more than one, you get 2. So let's go ahead and break that down before I start explaining what are NFTs and is it really worth it. All right, so first let's talk about purchasing the album, what you get from that, and then we'll move into really breaking it down. What is the NFT? So for my album, we have 3 levels. We have the silver, gold, and platinum. So with the silver, of course, you get the download of the full album, and then you'll have access to receiving like a private thank you message from me, and then you'll get one NFT. That one NFT would be for the song cover. That would be like the main catalog, you can say. So basically when you buy that one, the silver, basically it's going to be handmade. I'm creating it like to order, right? So it's very unique on that point, and it would just be of the cover of my album. For the gold album level, you get everything from the silver point of view, right? You also get exclusive discounts on my expanded brand merch. That's MOLIAE, like MOLIAE Beauty, what have you. MOLIAE World, we're still working on getting that mint page up, but soon that will be up. And as well, you'll get like, a discount on MOLIAE.com. So MOLIAEbeauty.com, and then the other MOLIAE.com, and then MOLIAE World. You also get an autographed song cover. So on the cover itself of the NFT, that can be any of the songs. So besides silver with just the album cover, all the other individual songs, you can have one of those covers. All right, and that would be autographed. Okay, you also would get an exclusive private recorded message from me thanking you for your support. So that's the gold album level. And then of course, like I said, the NFT, you get one, but you get to open up all the catalogs in the sense of my songs and pick which of the songs. You're not just condensed to just the cover type of art that I will redo. So basically I'm taking the initial art and I'm recreating it in a way, and that makes it unique. So then the platinum level, you get everything in the gold, the silver, all of that. And you also would get one of my Atlantis hoodie. That's my design with the wings, with the Ankh symbol. It connects to my song Atlantis. You get one of those free, and you get a personalized message shout out from me on my podcast show. You also would get an exclusive access to a live phone call. I can call you, we can chat and talk, like a meet and greet. You also would get 2 NFTs of my album. So that can be either the album cover or the individual songs cover image. All of those covers that you see, I created them myself. So I'm basically the artist of that, and you'll get to pick 2. They also will be autographed with a serial number. So all 3 of the NFTs will be autograph signed, right? And a serial number would be attached for each of the levels, silver, gold, and platinum. You also would get a special recognition on MOLIAE.com if you're a platinum album level buyer there. All right, so those are the 3 levels. Okay, so let's kind of go into what is NFTs. I've been talking about it for a while. I know it's been very popular. It might kind of subside it, but I still believe in that because we still got Bitcoin. So to me, why Bitcoin is still the star player of what would be the new currency in the future, the blockchain ain't going anywhere, and no, the NFTs ain't going anywhere. So let's go ahead and get into that. All right, so let's first talk about what are NFTs, how you can benefit from it, what type of features that they are, and just basically simple, what is it? So NFTs is non-fungible token. So that's basically what it stands for. It's a unique digital asset stored on the blockchain, which means it can't be copied or replaced. NFTs can represent art, music, videos, and more, giving you true ownership of a digital collectible. All right, now again, you might be wondering what actually are they, what I just explained on that regard, why they're valuable, and how you can be a part of music history. We're talking about that type of NFT by collecting special editions of NFTs from, for example, for me as a musical artist, one of my designs, Nichel MOLIAE NFTs. So let's talk about that. So I do have two separate NFTs going on. Of course, the new one that I'm talking about, because I'm releasing my music effective today, later this evening. And then, of course, I started an NFT collection, which is PMTR. It's located on MOLIAEworld.com. And that was a couple of years ago. And that deals with the pyramid story. So that's the Pyramid Mystery Temple Reunion, which is 10,000 images of pyramids that I just kind of designed myself, and then the computer takes over and duplicate that in 10,000 different ways. All right. And that right there on MOLIAE World is that whole new storybook, I used to say, because it's a lot of stories that's coming out of that. Stay tuned for that. But nonetheless, that's one bin, and it was the first bin that's going to expand into a game. It's going to expand into the Warriors, which I think I kind of hinted at on my Twitter, and that's the Lions. All right. But nonetheless, that's a whole different universe that I'm still working and building on. And now that my music is, wrapping up my first project of music, I can kind of might go back there and kind of start focusing more on that. But nonetheless, that's the first bin. The second bin is now what we're talking about, my music. So I am creating these unique, one-of-a-kind images of my music cover that I'm doing it. I did all my covers, and now I am giving that to my fans, people that follow me, people that want to purchase the album. And so that makes it unique because each time I'm creating the cover for the song or for the album, it's only one. I'm not duplicating it. I'm not, selling it, I'm only transferring that to someone else. It's just like saving an autograph, particular person you're connecting with, their creativity, and you the only one that has it. Like on a napkin, the person might say, a famous person, what have you, might say thank you so much, put their name on there, their signature or something like that, or they're handing you something that they had and they say, I just feel like I need to give this to you. Nonetheless, you're the only one that have it on the planet. So what the blockchain do, if you do decide to take, to have what I'm giving in the sense of this NFT and to mint it, that means you're kind of like putting it in a safe deposit box, but it's considered the blockchain, and it's like a digital asset. So with that, it's translated in a digital way. Some people can print it out, frame it, and have the receipt to it. The blockchain is another way of putting it in a safe at a particular bank or a particular vault. So that's kind of the simplifying way. So why are NFTs valuable? Well, NFTs are valuable because they are limited, authenticated, and often tied to special events or releases. For collectors owning an NFT from like a historic moment. But that's where I come in a sense, what I'm offering, because this is my first album. I never did an album before or even came close to doing one, and then I was called to do it and I did it. It's a full album in the sense of having these songs that I never have heard before, in a sense, the way I'm presenting it, and it's history, a part of my journey and a part of, the overall story of MOLIAE, Mitzrayim, a memoir of a past life in ancient Egypt, Nichelle Anderson. So it's very significant in that regard, just like I mentioned, like the first album of what I'm doing. So the first two alternative rap songs that I did, that's part of the iconic verse of our first song, and so it means something as a piece of history that can't be duplicated, meaning it's never going to be the first two rap songs because they're it. So I'm only going to have like a limited quantity of covers that I'm doing, right? So the ones that you see now, that's the first image. Then I can create a new one that's have related to that song or related to my album cover, but I'm doing it slightly in a different way. It's just like they say in music, you get one code, they call it ISRC. If anything changed from the song and you want to resubmit it to, a platform or whatever, in that regard, you have to get a new code. It has to be exactly the same. That's what creates the value. That's what creates the understanding that is worth more than that. Just like a particular rich, let's say a Rolls Royce, in a 1936 year Rolls Royce might be very more expensive than one that you're buying today because it has history, it's been around for so long, it gets value over time. Okay, so again, increasing value of music NFTs. So NFTs for music, songs, cover art, and albums are gaining value as more fans want to be collectors and recognize their uniqueness and scarcity. So with my particular ones, I'm only like releasing some of the song covers, like maybe 5 here, maybe 10 there. When you purchase either of the levels, you're going to get one of those new covers that's reflecting to the song or the album, and it's going to be somewhat different. Okay, so the special releases like Nichel MOLIAE, When Love Was Divine, become a digital Marabella for most, with early editions and rare collectibles often increasing, in worth over time. Like I said, the Rose Roars as an example. So as me as an artist become more popular and grow, so does a demand for those exclusive NFTs that was unique that I created myself, okay? Making them not just some sentimental keepsake, but also on the benefit of that, a potential investment, all right? So special editions and events, so like my album launching is a perfect example. Each NFT is a digital collectible tied to a specific song or album cover. The main cover there with some editions signed and numbered, but pretty much for mine, I'm going to sign each one, and then each one is going to be numbered. So this special editions are rare, and it can increase, like I mentioned, over time as my career goes. So how can you mint that? So you can either choose to mint it, or you can choose to take like the receipt of the transaction that you're the only one that has it and the value of it. So if you wanted to mint that, OpenSea is one of the platforms you can go to upload the digital art, and then they'll put it on the blockchain for you. So if you want even more control, as I mentioned, you can choose to mint your own NFT. Minting means creating your unique digital asset on the blockchain. After purchasing a special edition, you'll receive the instructions in a digital file. You can then use the supported NFT platform, like I mentioned, to upload and mint your collectible, my covers, my song covers, making it officially yours and recorded on the blockchain forever. So basically, the blockchain is an option, right? That people want to do that, so that's something you don't have to worry about keeping up with paperwork or any receipt, or you do not have to do that. Some people have the art in their home or what have you, or they have it in a safe deposit box. Is this something that you can always say that you own that one? You're the only one that has it, and I'm only creating a few of them, so I haven't set the number. I don't think it's going to be 10,000 because I'm manually doing this. But nonetheless, I want to kind of drop like right quick what I'm offering. What is NFTs? How is it valuable? Is that something you'd be interested in? Is it any type of benefit from it? And I will have to say yes. Think about anything that you want to keep a piece of history. It's the same thing. The blockchain, the next point is if you want to put it somewhere and it's there forever. So you don't have to go look for here and look for there for a receipt. It's going to be minted on the blockchain, and you have a number, a digital number tied to that. It's considered to be for digital type items, so the item will be sent electronically. You can always look at it and print it, frame it. You could do it that way. So it's all about how you want to secure your 1 in a million. I'm not going to say 1 in a million. Well, how you want to keep your asset that's the only one on the planet. Think of it that way. All right, this is Nichel MOLIAE, and I hope to talk to you in the next one.